Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi techie people, welcome back to our series on online ethics with me, Miss Mariska. In this video, we're going to dive into one of the key aspects of online ethics, that is the ethical use of information and content. With so much information at our fingertips, it's crucial to understand how to use and share content responsibly. We'll explore what it means to be ethical in the digital world when it comes to things like respecting intellectual property and giving proper credit to creators. So, let's get started and learn how we can navigate the online space with integrity. Let's get to it. First thing that we will discuss is protecting intellectual property rights. This is important. Intellectual property rights are all about protecting the hard work and creativity of artists, authors, and innovators. When someone creates something original, whether it's a piece of art, a book, or a new invention, they have the right to control how it's used. Respecting this right means not using someone else's work without getting their permissions or giving them proper credit. It's not just about doing the right thing. It's also about avoiding serious legal trouble. Using copyrighted material without authorization can lead to legal consequences. So it is really important to understand and follow the licensing terms associated with any content you want to use. But beyond the legal side, respecting intellectual property rights is also about encouraging creativity. When we honor these rights, we help create an environment where creators feel safe to share their ideas and innovations. This, in turn, allows creativity to flourish and new ideas to thrive, which benefits all of us in the long run. All right, the second one is understanding plagiarism. Plagiarism is when you take someone else's work, whether it's a text, ideas, or even images, and present it as your own without giving them the credit they deserve. It's more than just copying. It's about not acknowledging the original creator's efforts. So, why is plagiarism such a big deal? Why is it unethical? Well, for starters, it's unethical because it denies the original creator the recognition and credit they've earned. Imagine putting in hours of work on a project only for someone else to claim it as their own. That wouldn't feel right, wouldn't it? Plagiarism also undermines the integrity of your own work and damages the trust of your audience, whether that's your teacher, peers, or a broader audience. Avoiding plagiarism is easier than you might think. It's all about properly citing your sources, paraphrasing correctly, and using quotation mark when you're directly quoting someone else's words. Familiarize yourself with the different citation styles like APA or MLA, and make sure you always give credit where it's due. Not only does this show respect for the original creator, but it also strengthens your own work by building on a foundation of honesty and transparency. How should we maintain the ethical use of multimedia? When you're using images, videos, or music in your work, it's really important to make sure you have the right to use them. It might be tempting to grab something from the internet, but if it is copyrighted, you could run into trouble. Instead, look for content that's licensed for reuse, like those under Creative Commons, or use royalty-free resources. For images, make sure they're licensed for reuse, or better yet, try creating your own visuals. That way, you know for sure that you have the right to use them. The same goes for videos. If you're not creating your own, be sure to use ones that are licensed for sharing or get explicit permission to use any third-party footage. When it comes to music, it's a good idea to use royalty-free or Creative Commons licensed tracks. Or if you're musically inclined, why not compose your own? Just be sure to avoid using copyrighted songs without permissions, as that could lead to serious legal issues. By being mindful of these guidelines, not only do you stay on the right side of the law, but you also respect the hard work of other creators. Plus, it pushes you to be more creative and original in your own work. What about ethical content sharing? Sharing content online is something we do all the time, but it's important to make sure we're doing it ethically. This starts with respecting the authorship of the content you're sharing. If someone else created it, always give them proper credit. Whether it's a blog post, an image, or a video, make sure the original creator gets the recognition they deserve. Before you share content that isn't yours, double check that you have the necessary permissions or the right licensing to do so. It might be as simple as looking for a Creative Commons license or reaching out to the creator for permissions. This not only keeps you on the right side of the law, but it also shows respect for the hard work and creativity of others. And remember, it's crucial not to mispresent someone else's work. This means you shouldn't present it as your own or modify it in a way that changes the original intent. Ethical content sharing is all about being honest and transparent, and it helps maintain a trustworthy and respectful digital community. By following these guidelines, you contribute to a culture of respect and integrity online, where everyone's contributions are valued and protected. And what about ethical personal branding? When it comes to building your personal brand online, being ethical is also key to creating a reputation you can be proud of. Let's start with authenticity. Your online persona could be a true reflection of who you are, your values, your skills, and your experiences. It's important to be genuine and avoid any temptation to mispresent or exaggerate. People appreciate honesty, and being authentic helps build trust. Transparency is another crucial aspect. If you're involved in sponsored content or paid partnerships, always be upfront about it. Disclose any relevant affiliations or potential conflicts of interest so your audience know where you're coming from. This openness not only builds credibility but also strengthens your relationship with your followers. Finally, accountability is essential. Stand by the content you create and share. If issues arise or someone raises a concern, be ready to address it professionally and respectfully. Taking responsibility of your action shows maturity and helps maintain the integrity of your personal brand. By focusing on authenticity, transparency, and accountability, you can build an ethical personal brand that resonates with others and stands the test of time. All right, thank you, people. In this video, we have learned that always respecting intellectual property rights and avoiding plagiarisms are key to ethical online behavior. By giving proper credit and ensuring originality in your work, you help maintain trust and integrity in the digital space. These simple practices are essential for fostering a respectful and creative online community. In the next video, we'll learn privacy and data protection online. See you in the next video. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.